Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome back to another episode of Blitz Village. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Of course, if you are, please join us for another episode of Blitz Village. Sorry about that awkward pause. I'm just trying to figure out why the audio is still so loud in my ears. It's like super duper loud, and it freaked me out. Okay, there we are. Okay, it's still loud. Let me just maybe turn down my headphones then as well. Maybe that will help. But nonetheless, of course, welcome back to another episode of Blitz Village. And of course, we are assembling our awesome sauce creeper. Now, I've gone ahead and assembled the majority of the torso, pretty much most of the torso, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But first, we gotta get to some shout-outs. Of course, if you guys want to be featured on an upcoming episode of Blitz Village, go ahead and send in your awesome creations over to twitter.com/Blitzwinger, or of course at Blitzwinger, and then you can get featured on an upcoming episode. So that being said, we will kick things off with Urshan. Or maybe it's Ershawn. If I mispronounce any of your names, I am really sorry. My bad's about that. Ershawn Mitchell, who sent in something that looks somewhat like my skin, which would be this without the armor. But with pale skin and stuff. But pretty similar. What is that villager doing over there? Look at him run. Look at him run. Look at him go. That's pretty funny. Alrighty. So, very cool though. Nicely done. And of course, another one of those statue type things, which I love. So, to me, that's really nice. Next up after that, we've got Moises. Or maybe it's Moses. It's M-O-I-S-E-S, so I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing again. Rojas, who sent in a minion, and it's super duper cute. I love it. It's so tiny, but it's so awesome looking. And it's got a big smile on its face, which is always great. And then finally, we've got Ruby, who sent in a really cool house, and she's got like a really nice pool on the right-hand side, and like a mushroom tree on the left-hand side, and it looks really neat. So thank you so much for that submission as well. So that being said, let's get rocking and rolling with our creation, which is of course our creeper. So as you can see, here's the feet here, and I should have probably put up some torches inside. That would have been a good idea, but we will do so right now. No problemos, right? Alright, let's go ahead and light this up. Hopefully the wool doesn't light up. We wouldn't want that now, would we? Okay, so I'm just wondering, where do I put the torches so that it makes some sense? Okay, that's a little strange looking. Why is this not balanced? Oh, whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Now I know why it's not balanced, because it's this one, isn't it? Is that? No, it's not. Oh, I messed it up, didn't I? I messed up the patterns here. I'm like, what is going on here? I guess I could put it there, and then now that works. Okay, sweet. So we got plenty of light on that side. Let's go ahead and put some more torches over here. Of course, we're going to put some stores or something on the inside of this, which hopefully is going to look pretty cool. I'm hoping for that, of course. But as you can see, this is one of the feet of the creeper. And then the other one is going to be over here, where we will need... What is this? Why is that there? Where we will need to do the exact same kind of application with our torches. But what I've done in between episodes really was also allow ourselves for a way. I guess I'm going to light all these, all the dark green panels there. And then over on this side, we will go ahead and just put up torches like that. No, actually, I don't like the way that looks. Oh, no! Wrong thingamajigs. There it is. Alrighties. We are okay. We are safe. Alright, so we'll put those two there. And then those two right there. Alrighty. Nope, that does not work. I guess it's gotta be on the light greens. I forgot. Because they interchange. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. So what you would do is, once you've entered this leg, you'll be able to climb up here. And actually, what I've done was, I had to have a way to go into the body. But if you pull back, I mean, yeah, this is really far away. But if you pull back enough to even, let's say from here, because what I've done was, I've added the back here to be green and white to kind of mimic this whole concept going on over here to kind of continue that pattern so it blends in. So hopefully that doesn't stand out quite as much. And then you would just enter this area, and my goodness, you've got the torso of the creeper, which will then lead into the head of the creeper, which is going to be super duper epic. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. And I don't know why my voice went super duper high pitch. I was like super duper epic. But nonetheless, we will begin building up the head of the creeper. I'm just thinking how many blocks out I want to have this be. Let me just think. If we had the bottoms be, how many was it? 8 or 7? I forgot again. The legs here are... By the way, I think what I was supposed to do, now that I'm thinking about it, was have the torso connect, like, in between. Like, it had to be... The torso... Well, it's actually correct on this side. It's incorrect over here. I messed it up. But then you know what? Actually, because of this little part, it actually works out really well for us because of this. So I think that that's overall a good thing in terms of... Yes, ideally, I wouldn't want to have this row right here, I think. But it does help us out to kind of carry the effect better with this. So I think it's going to look reasonable. I'm pretty sure, at least. Right? We've got 4 and 4, 8. Okay. So that should work out. Alrighty. So that being said, let's go ahead and... that's why I miscounted. It should have been an odd number on the torso. That would have looked more correct. But that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and make this then about 4 blocks out. I think that should be pretty reasonable. Yep. I think that will be what we would go with. So we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And this is where the head is going to end. So this is how far the face is going to be. Alrighty. So now we just do this. Ba-bam, ba-bam. This is going to look so cool. I really can't wait till this whole thing is done. Because it's going to be like a really just cool place to hang out for all the citizens of course, Blitz Village. It's going to be pretty epic, and I can't wait for actually when we're going to reach episode 40. What my plan is to actually release for the first time the map downloadable to you guys, so that then you could add things to the actual map and interact within the map. So hopefully that will be really, really cool. And no, that doesn't mean that we're done. We're obviously going to continue building for afterwards, but I just think it would be kind of cool to... share it with you guys already. Okay, so I gotta be careful not to overlayer here because I obviously need to build the mouth. So I'm just thinking if 3 is gonna be too much already. Yeah, it's probably gonna be too much. But for now, you know what? Let's just build this out so we could have a concept of how far the face is actually gonna be. You know what I mean? So we'll do that. It'll be 4 there. And then I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm only going to make it 3 blocks back here so that the head is balanced because of that whole body issue that we had. So hopefully that will look halfway decent. Okay. Come on. And there we are. Okay, sweet. So we've got the kind of infrastructure of the creeper head all in place. So that's going to be pretty epic. I am certainly very, very excited. Alrighties. So, on the inside, I wanted to run this by you guys. What do you think would be cooler? Should we go with a stairwell that is like wrapping around, kind of like in Harry Potter, where it'll be like where you just constantly walk? Or should we have a ladder and that's it? And then that would obviously make it much, much quicker to actually climb the creeper with the ladder. But... I think the staircase is going to add like a different kind of effect that I think is actually going to be kind of cool. And I think would be pretty neat to actually see. You know what? I've been thinking maybe we could make these glass panels. And then that would give it a much cooler effect. You know what? Okay, for now, what we're going to focus on, since we're probably going to go on to a 3rd episode no matter what, if not even a 4th, after all the different customization that we need to put in place for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to your guys' response and obviously let you guys participate in the making process, so to speak. So, of course, let me know down in the comment section below, I should say, what you guys would like to see, the staircase or ladders write hashtag ladders or hashtag staircase or hashtag shatters? Schlatters? That's a staircase ladder, I guess. Combining? I can't even talk. Combining words. That's what I wanted to say. But it sounded like I said combining. Yay. English. Not my friend, I guess. Alrighty, so now I'm trying to think how far up should we have the head here in terms of how many blocks up. Let me just think. Maybe I just need to figure it out so it doesn't look like a rectangle. It's got to look like a square, right? Even though it's not going to be a perfect square due to the fact that we've got 3 blocks out on this side versus 4, which probably is going to obviously hinder the look of it. But luckily, even if we mess it up, we can always add another wall of green, and it should be pretty reasonable in terms of that. So I think this should be pretty high up enough. Of course, I need to work out the fact that we need to have the eyeballs in place, which is probably going to be the biggest determining factor. Well, the eyeballs and the space between the mouth and the eyeballs and everything has to make sense, because you don't want it to be like awkward looking and stuff. So that's obviously probably going to be the biggest factor to consider here. So I think we're going to have 2 rows on each side, I think, and then we'll go into the eyeballs right away. So I think that's what we're going to do right now, is actually finish off the face. I think that would be pretty important, because it would help us in determining how to carry on. Okay, so I think, is that tall enough, or is that over now too tall? Let's see, if I'm at the height of this thing, creeping up, yeah, I think now it's too tall. Okay. So, we will go ahead, and actually, no, I think it won't be too tall. I think we're going to have to raise it all one more level higher, because I think we obviously need to have, okay, so let's see. If we fit the face, let's say, do we want to go double on the face or single? And also, of course, on the face, at first, I was thinking of making it, if you remember, I was thinking of making it maybe, what is it called? Goodness gracious, I can't even talk now, can I? Making it out of glass and maybe putting black wool behind it to kind of give it that effect, you know? So I'm thinking to go like this and then like this. So this will be the mouth. And if that's the case, we obviously need to put the eyeballs probably right there. Is that reasonable? Should we make the eyeballs bigger now? I'm kind of thinking of making them bigger, actually. If we go 9. Yeah, that does look better. It's just probably got to be moved over to here. Or 1 level out. Oh, no, actually, that looks good. I like that. That looks really good. Alrighties, so let's see what it looks like once we fill the rest with green. And careful, lower myself with the button press of shift, which I actually learned not too long ago, so thank you for whoever shared that tip with me. Of course, we're gonna need to make this another layer, or 2 layers probably, taller, so that's a thing. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. I think that definitely resembles a creeper, that's for sure. I don't know if we want to put some details on the face, like in terms of how we did down there for the body and stuff. I think it might just look cooler if it's just plain green, because it's going to have this like really kind of like whoa in your face kind of look, you know? So I kind of like that. Okay, so let me just see. Where do I need to put the second eyeball? So it'd be 9 squares, of course. And even though up close it looks like, whoa, that is huge. But when you move back, it should look pretty reasonable in scale. That looks really weird to see a creeper's like one-eyed creeper. And he's like, maybe that's as he's exploding. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm about to explode. He's like a Terminator. Okay, so I think that looks pretty reasonable, pretty creeper-like. I think I'm just going to have to add another layer to the height of the head there. Because I think that's the only way that it's gonna work. So, let's see. Alrighties. Yeah, I think we're gonna need another one. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like with another layer. Maybe it looks worse, maybe it looks better. I guess we'll figure... The only way to figure out is to actually do it. There we are. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Except for the problem that it's uneven. That's obviously a problem. Because what I need to do is push this all one block. Or, wait, do I just do this maybe? Right, let's see. Would that look good? If we just did that. How many is that? 3 apart? Should look good. And then move the eye, obviously. Okay, so we have, what is that? 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that doesn't work. Huh. Did I mess up how many blocks this is? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, let me just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so that should work out. I should go 4 off. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a problem now, isn't it? I needed to make this an odd number. And I should have thought of that before I actually started doing this. Yeah, it's going to be a problemos. So let me just see. If I then, let's say, don't do this, right? If I opt out for 6 block wide, then we have 10 and 10, so it should be 5 blocks before the mouth starts. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it is supposed to start here for this one. So that works out. Alright, so then we go over here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we tear this down. So why did it not work? Why does it look weird? Is it just that the eyes look weird? Is that what the problem there is? It does not look even. What is that? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now it's 4. I did mess it up. I can't even count. That is embarrassing. Embarrassing! He cannot even count! Alrighty, so I guess the only way to work around this is to make this 1, right? Which kind of makes it look really bizarre. Oh, whoa, never mind. Wait. Right there. Right? Okay, so that works. That works now. And now I think I just need to move this. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I can't get a creeper face properly. I think that's what a creeper's face looks like. Okay, kind of looks like he's adorable and smiling and stuff. There he is. Look at that creeper. He looks fantastico. I love it. No, I really do. That looks great. Alrighty, that is really, really awesome. And of course, now we can actually finish off the head here with all the other tidbits that are going to be necessary, of course. So here's the side of his head here. It's going to be a pretty massive head, but of course we did say that we're going to be what is it called? We're gonna make like stores in here and restaurants, or maybe like something like that. I think that'd be kind of a cool idea, you know, where people could come up and be like, "Hey, let's go hang out at the creeper statue." People would be like, "What? That sounds creepy." Get it? And I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to make like one of the walls maybe glass. Maybe the back wall could be all glass so you could see through it. Because I don't know, I think it's going to add like this really cool element. But again, I'm going to run that idea by you guys and see what you guys think. My other idea was, of course, to do the glass eyeballs. And the way that would work is, I guess I could show you guys real quick. Even though we are already at 19 minutes. Not typical for Blitz Village episode. Or untypical, I should say, for a Blitz Village episode. Come on! Alrighty, so we've got 2 sidewalls done. So the idea that I had was to do the eyeballs something along these lines. So first of all, let me just take some glass panes. Okay, so... Is it even called glass panes? Yeah, it is. Okay, sweet. I thought... At first I was like, you probably just made a really bad mistake, didn't you? Alright, so it would be something like this, right? Where they connect like this, right? Then we would have a platform in the back here for, let's say, people to stand on, right? So it'll be 1 layer of that, and then you make a whole wall of black. And what that does is it creates the illusion, of course, it's all about illusions. First of all, it allows people to go up there and take a look, which is really sweet in my opinion. I mean, it's definitely going to create a really cool effect. So it'll be kind of like a walkthrough type area. And at the same time, at a long distance, it keeps the eyeball black. You know what I mean? So just let me know what you guys think of that idea, whether or not you like it or you don't. And then, of course, we will consider what we do next. That being said, we will find out on the next episode how our creeper statue continues. As you can see, it's definitely coming together really, really nicely. It looks absolutely awesome sauce. We've got some really cool already store setups in the feet there. Of course, we're going to do something cool in the body, so let me know as well. And of course, don't forget, guys, to send your awesome submissions over to twitter.com/Blitzwinger or at Blitzwinger on Twitter, of course. Send in your really cool submissions to be featured on an upcoming BlitzVillage episode. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, stay tuned for plenty more content coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.